Action and adventure TV shows channel from Comedy MX spotlights Tarzan, Rin Tin Tin, Zorro, complete Saturday matinee serials Captain Zero, Annie Oakley, The Big Picture, Korea and Vietnam Wars, and more. More! The thrills and chills never stop at Comedy MX. So return with us now to those golden days of yesteryear.
Succeeds, others will follow.
They are taking him to Ramar, the white medicine man. You will take care of that?
That cinchona bark under the table, Zahir.
Yes, Sahib Ogden. Then we go back and hunt tiger, Dr. Reynolds?
Not today, son. He still doesn't understand why that cinchona bark is far more important than a good tiger skin. He would if he knew what quinine brought on the open market.
Ramar! Ramar!
Put him down here. Why, it's a white man. I'll get your medicine bag. It's too late for that. Well, those wounds don't look fatal. Those claw marks can be pretty deceptive. Who is he?
Here is Sahib, on plantation near a river.
That must be the one we passed. Where did this happen?
Oh, other side of the gorge, maybe 3 miles.
Rishi Ramatanwala. Sahibs, natives say they not work there anymore. Too many tigers.
Yeah, now one of them's turned man-killer. You know what that means. Looks like we'll have to go on that hunt after all. Once a cat tastes human blood, he keeps killing until he's stopped. Have your men take the body back to the plantation.
Yes, Sahib. Plenty per Al-Kasbar.
Well, when do we start the hunt? Right away. Perhaps there's still a chance to pick up his trail. Suits me. Maybe I can find some better samples of cinchona bark while we're at it. I wonder what frightened them.
Hold your fire. Which one of you is Dr. Reynolds?
I am. Who are you?
My name is Carruthers. This is Sikh, my gun bearer. I own the plantation about 10 miles down the river. I just heard about Harris. How is he?
He was dead when they brought him here. I had the natives take the body back to his plantation. Are you a friend of his?
I was.
And maybe you'd like to come with us. We're going after the tiger that killed him.
On the other side of the gorge? Not me.
Well, somebody has to get that cat before it goes on a rampage against the natives.
That's their lookout. There wouldn't be any man-eaters left if those fanatic natives hadn't kept every white man out of that part of the jungle for the past 2 years.
You seem to be doing all right.
I stay on this side of the gorge. Pickings aren't so good, but it's a lot safer.
Evidently, the late Harris had other ideas.
Harris was a fool to cross the gorge. If you take my advice, you won't yourselves. If the cat doesn't get you, one of the fanatic natives will.
I guess that's one of the chances we'll have to take.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Come on, Zeke.
Let's take a look on the other side of this gorge. This looks pretty close to the place. It'll be easier to leave the Jeep here and walk the rest of the way.
Sahib, enter!
Apparently tigers aren't the only cats around here. This place is too crowded to suit me.
Stop worrying, Sahib. Shot scare away all cats.
This must be the spot where Harris was working before he was killed. Hey, look at these trees. Why, there must be enough quinine in this area to stamp out half the malaria in India. There's plenty of time to get samples later. Right now, I think we should see if we can spot that tiger.
Maybe Sahib had us killed on trail this way. Sahib, Reynolds, over here.
Still warm. Must have been killed in the last few minutes. Then that tiger can't be far away.
Well, I see you didn't take my advice.
You don't seem to be taking it yourself. What made you change your mind?
I haven't. I figured you might need some help.
Against the tiger or your so-called native fanatics?
Both. If you're so set on bagging that cat, let's get the job finished in a hurry so you can get out of here in one piece. Come on. Straight ahead.
Not a pretty sight, is it?
Well, now maybe you'll take my advice and go back.
We're not going back. Zahir, ask him if he knows how it happened.
Hamakia Harni.
Pro Gorpul na, Arakai Tanit, Irabas Kornihari.
He does not know. He says he heard scream, ran here quick, and see Tiger run into jungle. He shoot after him and missed.
I wonder who he is.
One of Harris's men, I think. They're the only ones that are bark stripping around here.
There's something about this killing that doesn't add up. Do you notice anything peculiar about the wounds on that man?
No, looked like the regular claw marks to me.
Except for one thing. None of them were very deep, and there was very little bleeding.
You mean those wounds in themselves couldn't have caused the death?
I'm not sure yet.
Maybe he died of fright. It's happened before.
Look at the flesh around those claw marks. It's beginning to turn purple.
Like it would if the man had been bitten by a poisonous snake.
You ever heard of a snake with claws? That man was tiger bait. The Sikh can verify it.
I don't know about that. He didn't see the actual attack.
And it doesn't make sense that a tiger'd leave a fresh kill either.
You've lived in India as long as I have. You know a lot of things don't make sense in the jungle. That man was killed by a tiger. That's all there is to it.
In that case, you have no objections if we take this man back to our camp. We'll perform an autopsy in the morning.
You can do what you want. But from now on, you're on your own. I won't be responsible for the consequences. Seek.
Let's get him back to camp.
Right, sir, here?
My head.
Who do you think it was? One of those fanatics Carruthers warned us about?
Possibly, but it was too dark to get a good look at him.
Did you recognize him, Zahir?
No, just as I wake, he hit me. I see nothing.
You've got quite a lump on your head. Doesn't seem to be anything serious.
Well, the only thing left is to see what's missing, I guess.
Robbery wasn't the motive. I'm sure he was playing for bigger stakes.
Such as?
I'll tell you in the morning, after the autopsy. You better get some sleep now, Zahir. Your head'll be buzzing in the morning. Feel okay? Good. Looks like we were right about poison, Howard. There's enough in here to kill a dozen men.
Well, now we're getting somewhere. Only if the man was poisoned, how do you account for those claw marks?
There are a lot of things we can't explain yet. Maybe Carruthers can give us the answers.
Yeah, Zahir can get him to come back here. Well, they sure made good time.
What are you trying to do, set a new speed record?
No, I drive careful. Find Sahib Carruthers close to camp.
I was already on my way back and hoping to have another talk with you.
Well, what's on your mind?
After what happened last night, I was hoping you'd finally accept my advice and move on.
How did you come to know about last night before meeting Zahir?
Bad news travels fast. I was coming to warn you that they might try again.
Maybe he's right. But before we leave, there's something I'd like to show you. We found this during the autopsy.
And what's that?
Cobra venom.
Well, if that's so, how could the tiger...
Those wounds were man-made, just like the ones we found on Harris a few days ago.
Oh, that's crazy. Everybody knows there's a man-eater on the loose. Why, the Sikh even took a shot at him.
At least that's what he says.
How long has he worked for you?
About a year. Why?
He could be mixed up with those fanatics you've been warning us about.
Oh, I doubt that. There's no proof.
He was listening when I said we were going to perform an autopsy. Somebody tried to stop us from doing it.
Come to think of it, I don't recall seeing him after dark last night. If he is working for the natives, he could have circled back to your camp.
Where is he now?
Back at the plantation.
Good, then he probably still doesn't think we suspect him.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Just watch him. See where he goes, who he talks to. The minute he steps out of line, let us know.
It's a deal.
Well, that's fine. Zahir will take you back now.
Thanks.
Zahir, Mr. Crothers ready to go now.
Coming right up, Sahib Reynolds.
So long.
I hate to say this, Tom, but don't you think you were a little too friendly with him?
In what way?
Well, as I see it, he and that Sikh work too close together for comfort.
I'm counting on that.
I don't get you.
Somebody's been stirring up those natives against the white men, and he has a pretty good motive.
You mean the cinchona trees?
The quinine bark in this region could be worth a fortune, especially if the supply were controlled by one man.
Well, if you think Carruthers is mixed up in it, why did you tell him we suspected the Sikh?
To throw him off guard. This way, he might get careless and tip off his hand. As soon as Zahir returns, we're going back on the other side of that gorge.
Well, that suits me to a T.
Listen,
Sounds like they're chopping some trees over there.
this way.
It's the Sikh.
Tan Koli, Ras Palu.
Get down.
Mas Behari, Tan Kupar.
You two follow them. I'll stay here and watch the Sikh.
They should lead us to Carruthers.
See if you can get back to Dr. Reynolds. Try her.
Arantai, Arantai. Basti Mahalaga.
Something very bad happened. They captured Sahib Ogden.
Where?
Maybe 1 mile down on trail. I want him to fight. But Sahib Ogden, he say, Zahir, bring Dr. Reynolds.
Chances are they won't be at the place where you left them. No doubt they'll take Professor Ogden to where the Sikh stores his bark. We'll follow him.
Sahib. Another white man who wouldn't take our warning.
Carruthers.
I told you no white man was safe around here. Too many fanatics. Not to mention the tigers.
So that's how you killed the natives. And Harris, too, with that claw.
You think of a better way? We get results, the tiger gets the blame. It's absolutely foolproof.
Well, it won't be when Dr. Reynolds gets his report to the district commissioner.
Maybe we can persuade him not to send one. Where is he? Where is he?
He's back on the other side of the gorge.
That's a lie.
You're so sure of that, find out for yourself.
There's plenty of time for that.
Well, your hatchet man's right on schedule.
Roomba.
What are you gonna do?
We're not going to do a thing. We're going to leave that to the cats.
Look, Sahib, Ogden.
Cut the ties. We'll stake him out in the clearing. Akara.
We'll let him get on the trail, and I'll try picking him off one at a time. Come on. Why don't you just use that poison claw and get it over with?
It's too risky. We can't afford any more slip-ups. Come on, Todiobia.
What are they gonna do?
They're going to get the bark they dropped. Ana Rega, Baroda.
Drop that gun. And the claw. Tiger!
Take care, Professor Ogden. Here.
What about him?
He'll be out for some time. Let's get him later.
Sahib Carruthers.
Yes. And to think he had the natives to stir up against any white men, he had to live like a native himself.
He was a fanatic, all right, even to the point of murdering Harris.
With him out of the way, he thought he had a fortune in Quinano to himself.
Oh, and I'm thinking of Sahib Carruthers and his tiger claw, giving me creepy feeling.
Well, let's get back to our camp. I'm sure the Sikh will take care of the remains.
You sure he comes through here?
I showed you the trail, not more than 10 yards away.
The jungle's full of native trails.
Not one like this. The African jungle male has been using this one for a long time.
It doesn't seem possible a guy can cover the whole distance between Ujiji and Zanzibar.
It's 800 miles over dense jungle. But those native runners can do it. I've been casing this job for a long time, Seeley. I know what I'm doing.
I've staked you for a long time. You'd better know.
Every step has been checked over. The runner will be carrying Bennett's map.
Okay, Blake. Let's just hope your mailman doesn't decide to use a different trail this time.
You never know who might be wandering around, and a gun makes noise.
How did you first hear about Bennett?
He's a geologist who's been prospecting the mountains and jungles around Ujiji for years. He never stopped trying to make a diamond strike and hoping to make a fortune for his daughter. Finally, he did it.
And the map he's sending through the mail gives the exact location of his strike?
Sure, it has to. He's mailing it to his lawyer in Zanzibar so that it can be registered.
Then as soon as we get the map, we register the claim in our name, then get rid of the old man and his daughter.
Serve the old fool right. I tried to make a deal with him, but he wouldn't go for it.
Good thing there's no mail plane service from where he is. I wouldn't trust a birthday card for a jungle postman who has to run 800 miles through jungle.
Once in a while, a lion or some other animal gets one of them, but usually they get through.
What a way to make a living. I wouldn't... This is it.
Why, it's only half the map.
And you called Bennett a fool. Seems to me he was smart enough to know somebody might try to jump his claim.
We're going back to Bennett's place near Ujiji and get the other half of this map.
What about him?
You know what happens to a dead man in the jungle? Let's get away from here while it's still daylight.
that enough now, Dr. Reynolds?
Yes, Willie, that's enough. There must really be a difference between the animal and human sense of balance. Babette was on that swing for exactly 40 minutes and loved every minute of it. Could you do it? Just watching her made me seasick. Well, sure, Howard. Even a child couldn't take 40 minutes of that. As soon as we can, we'll have to do some research into the function of the inner ear that gives us our sense of balance.
Babette say swing give her much appetite.
Well, I didn't hear her say it, but give her an extra banana tonight anyway. She earned it.
Me give.
I think Babette has Willie buffaloed. Look at his back. He's been stabbed with a knife. He's one of those jungle mailmen, the ones that go all the way through to Zanzibar. That's right, and his pack is gone. He's badly hurt. Help me get him in the tent.
Hey, Blake. I gotta rest. You're used to this jungle heat. I'm not.
Look, Seeley, we have to get to Bennett before he finds out what happened to the mailman. Once he's warned, he'd be more on guard than before.
All right, but just take it easy.
Is he going to pull out of it? I'm afraid not. If we only had some plasma. Can you hear me now?
Me here.
Well, what happened? Who stabbed you?
Lion one. Strangers. Never see before. They...
Try to talk. You have to tell me what happened.
Warner Bennett's letter.
I know Steve Bennett. Lives with his daughter near Ujiji.
2 strangers. Take letter. Find half map.
A map?
Warner Bennett wanting claim to diamond mine. He...
He's dead. Besides robbery, there's a murder charge against those 2 now. What did he mean by half map? Well, old-time prospectors often use those means to protect their claims when sending in a map for registration. I can see why. Howard, the Bennett should be warned. Those killers will be going back to get the rest of the map. You're right, Tom. Willie, get things ready. We're going to Ujiji as soon as we bury this poor devil.
I'm back.
Mail. You mean somebody actually remembered we're still alive?
It's from Joe. He wants to know if and when we're coming back to the States.
He has a right to worry. He's your son.
Wait till he hears we're all going to become millionaires. That'll teach him that I'm old enough to take care of myself.
Sometimes I wonder. You leave the other half of that map around as though it were a grocery store receipt.
Nobody'll ever trouble us.
Dad, I love you very much. But there are lots of people in this world that would gladly hit you over that unsuspecting head of yours to get that mine for themselves.
Dad, dear, please.
Would you like me to have a nervous breakdown here or go inside for it?
Oh, very well, then. You go and pick yourself a mysterious little spot, and we'll bury the map.
I've already picked it.
What?
Come on, I'll show you. Here we are. Half the map as good as new. Shall we leave it here?
Why, certainly, my dear, it'll make you feel any happier.
Thanks, Dad. Now I don't have to have a nervous breakdown. I'll be a mighty happy gal when that mine's officially registered and we can start working it.
You never did learn to trust the jungle, did you, dear?
Maybe you've learned to trust it too much. Let's see what we can find for dinner.
Yes.
Hey, Tom. We don't have any idea how much head start they have on us.
Well, all we can do is hope we're not too late. Don't shoot. If those killers are anywhere around, they'd hear the shot. Better wait till the trail is clear. Well, the trail's clear now. Let's get on. Howard, look, the mail pouch. Pick it up, Willie. Put it in here. Now, hang on to this, Willie. As soon as we can, we'll turn it over to the postal authorities.
Well, let's get on to Bennett's before something else happens.
It's almost midnight. How much longer are you going to wait?
They should be in bed by now. We'll leave the stuff here. Nobody's going to touch it this time of night. Better leave that here, too. You have a niche finger with a gun. This won't wake up the whole jungle.
Okay. If there's any killing to be done, it's on you.
You worry too much. Let's go.
What is it? Who's there?
Watch out, she's got a gun.
Dad, what have they done to you? What happened? What happened?
If I remember right, the Bennett place should be in the next clearing.
I hope so. Traveling through the jungle at night isn't exactly my cup of tea.
Feeling any better?
I'll be all right, honey. I can still raise my arm, so there can't be too much damage.
It stopped bleeding. That's a good sign.
Thank you for hiding the map, honey.
Looks like I'll have to hide you next. Are you sure you didn't get a good look at their faces?
No, it all happened so quickly.
All I saw was their backs when they ran out. I wonder who could have known about the map.
Well, anybody within 30 or 40 miles from here, it's hard to keep a thing like that secret.
Well, they won't get it.
Now, look here, honey. I could have been killed last night, and it could have happened to you just as easy. Now, supposing I had been killed, what would have happened to you? Why, you would have been alone.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Dad.
Now, you wait a minute. Perhaps Joe was right, and perhaps we should go back to the States.
Go back? Just when we get a strike?
Do you remember that man who wanted to make a deal with me?
Rod Blake?
Well, it wasn't much of an offer, but it could have worked out all right, and we could have gotten out of here in a hurry.
I'll disown you if you let anybody else in on this deal. Just because I'm a girl doesn't necessarily mean you get frightened the first time something happens.
My dear, you're worth more than everything else in the world to me. Ramar!
Dr. Reynolds, Dad's been stabbed.
We were too late.
It's in the shoulder, Tommy. It's not bad.
You better let me decide that.
I washed it and put hot compresses on it. I hope that was right.
Just right. You saved him from infection. I know all about your map, Steve, and I have bad news for you.
Oh, what now?
Well, the mailman who was carrying your letter with half of the map was killed.
Oh, the poor man.
Oh, so that's it. They had the half, and they came for the rest last night.
Did they get it?
No, thanks to Pat. She had it hidden in the underbrush.
Oh, that's fine.
She's a good daughter, Tom, but very stubborn.
I take after him. All these years, my father's been knocking around this jungle prospecting. Now that he's got what he's after, he wants to sell out.
Are you serious, Steve?
Oh, if that knife had been 2 inches further over, it would have been in my heart. And Pat might have been killed, too. No, it's not worth it.
Well, I'd better clean this up. I'll have you fixed up in a jiffy.
You know, the map could have been where the girl was sleeping. So what? We'll never get another chance to find out. You and your worry about guns. If I'd have had my rifle, the girl couldn't have chased us away. When are you going to get some brains? I told you a gunshot would have brought people from the Mordasa village. I've listened to you long enough. I'm getting the map my way. You can come or stay here. I spent a stretch of 5 years in jail, and I'm not letting you get me sent up for another. All right. Take it easy. But what do we do now? Once that mailman doesn't show up in Zanzibar, the jungle will be crawling with native police. We're going back there again. And if Bennett is still alive, we'll sit down and have a nice, quiet little talk with him. And if he's dead, then we'll have the talk with his daughter.
That comfortable?
Feels fine.
That's the second stab wound I've treated in the past 24 hours. The other one was the mailman. You're luckier.
Do you think those men will make another attempt to steal the map?
I'd say they would. They're vicious enough to do anything.
It's possible. I'd better stay here with you tonight. You and Willie camp nearby.
Fine. Well, let's see you later, Pat.
Bye, Professor Ogden.
Drop it, mister.
So they did come back.
Where's the other one?
We heard the shots. Oh. Well, there's one accounted for.
Did you notice anyone else outside?
No, it's bright moonlight out. If there'd been anyone, we'd have spotted him.
Howard, you'd better go to Mordosa and notify the authorities about these men. In case we have another visitor, I want to be around. Willie, you go with the professor.
Too much people get dead round here. Me no like.
We should be back in the morning.
enjoyed your breakfast, Dr. Reynolds.
I certainly did. There isn't anything as good as a woman's cooking.
Dad will be right out. He's almost as good as new this morning. If you hadn't...
Hello, Miss Bennett. I'm sorry. I didn't know you had visitors.
It's all right, Mr. Blake. This is Dr. Reynolds.
Of course, Dr. Reynolds. Ramar to all the tribes.
I'm glad to know you, Mr. Blake.
Well, Rod Blake. Don't say you've come to me for another business talk.
Business is business, Steve. But I always deal fair. Take a little, leave a little, I always say. Especially when it comes to diamonds.
You know about Mr. Bennett's discovery?
For some time. I tried to make a deal with him before. But Steve was smart. He held out. I'm ready to offer you a better deal this time. Let me be your agent. I'll get you a sensational price from a new syndicate.
Well, I don't know.
Dad's going to run the mine himself.
Oh, that's so. Well, it's hard to make a living in the jungle these days. Hurt your arm?
Oh, just a little accident. That's why I'm here. There was a man killed here last night trying to steal the map of the mine location.
No, you don't say.
You just come up from Ordosa?
Yes. Why?
Just wondering if any supplies had come in. I may need some.
Probably did. Are you sure you won't reconsider about a deal? You can make yourself a pile of money selling out to a syndicate, and you won't have any of the work.
Well, there may be something to that.
Actually, Mr. Bennett has made me his advisor. Mind if we talk it over for a few minutes?
Not at all, not at all.
We'll be right back.
Would you have a seat?
Thank you.
What was the idea of that, Tom?
Blake didn't come from Ordosa. He was never there. He would have known about the man that was killed here. Everybody in town would have known about it 5 minutes after Howard made the report.
By George, that's so.
Now, look, tell him that you won't deal with him. That another mailman is going to carry the other half of the map to Zanzibar.
And then?
We'll find out about Blake soon enough.
Well, we've talked it over, Rod, and it's no deal. I've decided to stick to my original plans and send my map for registration by the next mail.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Steve. I thought we could work it out. Best of luck anyway. Good day.
Well, the way you look now, even your own mother wouldn't know you.
Me make fine mailman, huh? Jungle lady think Willie much big stuff. Like you say, Professor Ogden all time. Hot diggity, huh?
Well, there never was a better time for saying it. Tom, are you sure Blake will fall for the bait?
If he's our man, he'll fall for it, all right. Now, remember, don't get too far ahead of us. Don't move too fast. The other mailman was killed, and we don't want it to happen to you.
Be careful, Doctor.
Oh, here.
Thank you.
Well, you're all set, Willie. Start moving. We mustn't let him get more than 100 yards ahead of us. We can still shoot fairly accurately from that distance if we have to. All right, let's go. It's Blake. Don't hit Willie. Are you all right, Willie?
Me fine, Doctor, but me think you never gonna shoot.
Howard's searching for the map.
got it all right.
We're taking you in. The authorities will take care of you in short order. After that, I'll break the news to the Bennetts.
You break the news to Bennett, and I'll break the news to his daughter.
Oh, no, Howard, not again.
Well, it's just research. You know, research, Tom.
Research?
Yeah, I want to find out why I get so dizzy just looking at a pretty girl.
No doubt it'll be of great interest to science. All right, Blake, let's go.